Welcome to NFL Week
15.
I'm your host, Richard Reed, as always, and this is my co-host, Noel Todd.
Woo!
Our other two pickers.
One sick, one was working. Just some
We've
things.
got a tree now.
Yeah, this is
We
our
replaced
this
them.
is our third person.
Yeah, this is our tree.
He can talk to you. Can he talk to us?
No, you can't talk.
Dang.
It's not a talking tree, no.
I wanted him to talk to me.
Alright, so this week we got some good crucial games and some other games.
All right.
That are just there. Filler.
You've seen a lot. You got 2 more weeks before playoffs,
and
that's going to play a big factor.
playoff hunt is started.
Well, Thursday night, who do we have?
Thursday night, starting this is tonight, the 49ers at the Chargers.
49ers. Thank y'all. Y'all helped me out. I needed that pick.
Yeah, I know.
It made me take that big lead in the NFL standings.
Do it by 2, 3, whatever.
I picked the Chargers here over you, buddy.
The Chargers.
I picked the Chargers.
I picked the Chargers too. Phillip Rivers got that offense working, even without his star tight end Antonio Gates. All right, Browns at the Bengals.
This game I had to sit down and think about, and you're gonna think I'm crazy, but
You're picking the Bengals.
no, I'm not.
You're picking the Browns.
I actually circled them earlier this week, but
Well.
I threw them out of proportion. Even though the Browns are still without their 2 best.
Colt McCoy is starting this Sunday.
Yes, I know. I noticed that. That's what made me change my mind. When they said he was starting, I was like, woo, Browns.
So you're picking the Browns here?
And Terrell Owen is, last time I checked, he's not supposed to be playing on Sunday.
Well.
Which, heck,
Who cares?
without him, they might actually win a game.
Yeah. So you're picking the Browns here. I'm picking the Browns.
picking the
It's
Browns
the
here.
Bengals, really. They're 2-11. Who would pick them? All right, we have the Redskins at the Cowboys.
That's questionable. The Redskins' whole front line is actually questionable for Sunday if they're going to play.
Whew. That's not good.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys here too. They had a close game with Philadelphia last Sunday night. Sunday or Monday night? I don't remember. It was a night game. That's all I remember. But it was a good game. Cowboys almost won it, and the Eagles just pulled it out at the end there. All right, the Texans at the Titans.
There really ain't much to talk about. The Titans are without Vince Young, and let's just say the Texans are going to beat the. I always look at them as a rival.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans are going to beat the Titans at home.
So you're picking the Texans.
I'm picking the Texans.
I'm picking the Titans.
Is he back?
He's not back. He's on injury, so he's not coming back the rest of the year.
That's what I was about to say.
But
Well, what's the reason?
You look last week who they played.
Who they
They
play?
played the Jaguars.
Yes.
They almost beat the Jaguars.
The Texans played the Jaguars.
No.
Oh,
The Titans played the Jaguars at Jacksonville and almost beat them.
they did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the game I was jumping up and down about.
Woo! 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 But the Titans are going to beat the Texans. It's,
Wait, no, they didn't. They didn't play them.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yes.
I thought that was one of the games that y'all picked against me, and I had the Jaguars, and it showed.
No.
Jaguars played the Raiders last week.
Yeah, they did.
Jaguars
Who
played
did
the
the Titans play last week? I know they almost beat somebody.
Raiders. That's what I was about to say.
Well, I'll pick the Titans here. Jaguars at the Colts.
Hold up. I'm picking the Jaguars here. They've showed a lot this season, and they really want to contend into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. This game's already been played once this season. The Jaguars won by a field goal. I'm picking the Jaguars here. The Colts are just, Peyton Manning's not looking as good as he used to. He's not the machine he used to be. He's getting rusty. All right, we have the Chiefs at the Rams.
It'd be funny if they sent him a commercial for Viagra.
Isn't that
Would you like to do a
Viagra?
commercial for Viagra?
Yeah, okay.
I take hard hits.
Chiefs at Rams.
Who did you pick on this one? It took me all the way till, I think it was like 3 o'clock to decide on this one.
I picked the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs. They should have QB was out last week. I think he's coming back this week. They'll beat the Rams.
Is it raining?
Nah,
I just thought it was. It sounded like it.
he's just making noise.
And you picked the Chiefs?
I picked the Chiefs. You kind of got right.
That is spooky.
All right, just keep picking.
I'm picking the Rams here.
You're picking the Rams.
I don't know what made me possess this. It took me till like 3 o'clock to pick this game.
You know what that was, right? The door opening? That was Slender Man coming to get you.
The who?
The Slender Man.
Who's Slender?
Search it up on YouTube. Slender Man.
I'm still trying to get away from Kesha.
Oh, Kesha. Okay.
Kesha.
So you're picking the Rams here. We'll get all our other pickers to put their picks up here somewhere. All right, we have the Bills at the Dolphins.
The Bills helped me out last week. That was one of the games that Reed was. How the heck did that happen? I'm picking the Dolphins though.
You're picking the Dolphins.
Yeah, even though the Bills probably could beat the Dolphins, I actually think they could. I'm still going to have to go with a gut feeling saying the Dolphins are going to take this.
I gotta go Dolphins here. They beat the Jets last week, but that's really not becoming a big accomplishment because the Jets are sucking now.
They're sucking it up, man.
And this is gonna be a good game, maybe if somebody doesn't run away with it. But I think Dolphins win. Eagles at the Giants.
Peyton Manning's brother is starting to get rusty too. I'm going with Michael Vick because he can hold on to the ball
in 20 minutes and not get sacked.
Yeah,
and get positive yards.
So. Well, that's probably because the Eagles have a good line.
Yeah.
And with a good line, you can have all the time in the world and have a man juke their defender, and he can get downfield and take that, and it's over.
And Vic can hit him.
And Vic can hit him.
I'm going Eagles here, too.
I'm going with the Eagles, too.
The Eagles are just... I think they'll go far in the playoffs if they don't meet Atlanta and lose to Atlanta. But that's another story. Lions at the Buccaneers.
I'm picking the Buccaneers here, even though the Lions. I think it was the last game they played the Buccaneers. The Lions lost by 3. It was 10-7.
Yeah, I'm picking the Buccaneers here too. They're a young team, but I still like them. They played Atlanta two good games, but it's still going to Buccaneers win here. Cardinals at the Panthers. Are you really picking this one?
Are we really picking this one?
We should just throw the Panthers games out.
Panthers, your owner ought to fire every one of y'all.
You suck.
Thank you. I can't say the words I want to say on air because that is just a disgrace to the whole state of North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm believing you're picking the Cardinals here.
Yes, I am.
I'm picking the Cardinals here too. The Panthers are 1-12. They're gonna be 1-13, 1-14, probably 1-15. All right, we have the Saints at the Ravens.
I had 4 people tell me I was wrong by picking the Ravens. I'm picking the Ravens.
You're picking the Ravens.
They say the Saints can win, but look at it this way. I feel like Reed. Drew Brees is squeaking by easily, and he's just falling into that Madden curse.
Oh, man, yep. Well, you know what? I'm going to agree with you. The Ravens are going to win this one.
Ray Lewis is going to come in there fired up.
They had a big game Monday night against the Texans.
Texans barely squeaked by.
They barely squeaked by that game. I don't know why they let Matt Schwab get all them touchdowns, but he screwed up and threw an interception for a pick 6 in overtime. Gave him a win.
Gave who the win? Oh, Schwab.
Schwab threw a pick 6.
Yeah.
You know what a pick 6 and interception for a touchdown? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah. And then when you said what you said.
All right, next up we have the Falcons at the Seahawks.
Seahawks lost last time by a field goal, but Falcons are going to win. Matt Ryan and all his other people, all the rest of the Dirty Birds.
Yeah, Falcons win this one. The Seahawks they lost to the 49ers by 30-something last week. And I don't think if you're going to lose to the 49ers by 30.
I called that game, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Shut up. But Falcons are going to win this one. Broncos at the Raiders.
Wait, Seahawks didn't play the 49ers. They played the Browns last week.
No, the Browns played... I don't know. Just go with it.
Browns played 49ers because of the 2 linebackers.
Yeah,
Titus Brown and that other guy's still out.
All right, Broncos at the Raiders.
The Broncos got their loss to... Who do you think they got that loss to?
I don't remember.
Who's the team that only has one freaking win?
The Panthers.
The Broncos let the Panthers beat them.
Oh, that's
bad.
Yeah. So
I'm going with the Raiders.
All right.
Plus, they're trying to stay in the playoffs.
Yeah. I got to do something right here. if the Browns head coach is watching this, play Tim Tebow. I'm not a Tim Tebow fan.
Browns, the Broncos.
I mean. I'm not a fan of Tim Tebow.
I'm not either.
I'm not a fanboy. But if you played him, you would win the rest of your games. You would win more games than you're winning now, and that's not many.
3 games don't make you a salary. 3 games get you fired.
But I'm picking the Raiders here.
I'm picking the Raiders here.
Jets at the Steelers.
Jets are still sucking it up. Who do you think I'm going with?
You're going with the Steelers.
I'm going with the Steelers.
I'm going Steelers too. Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger. If his foot's okay, he's good.
Yeah, well, they act. Look at the Steelers' defense, man.
Yeah. All right, so the Sunday night game, the Packers at the Patriots.
Packers have really sucked it up this year.
And their QB's got a concussion.
I don't know if it weren't that bad, he should be back this week.
Man,
he should be back this week.
I got hit by 300 pounds of Ndamukong Suh.
Good Lord.
So I'm thinking you're picking the Patriots here?
Yeah, I think Tom Brady and his boys can take this one with ease.
Yeah, Tom Brady, I was watching it. Tom Brady's last interception was 2 months ago.
Well, he's due for one, then.
But I think the Packers are just eh. And now for the Monday night game, the Bears at the Vikings.
That will be played at Ford Field because the Metrodome is still, well, let's say flattened.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a big balloon that just got popped.
The Ford Field or the Minnesota Field?
Ford Field.
Where's that at?
That's Detroit, Michigan.
I don't think they can play there.
Yes,
that was last week. They're
No.
trying to get it to play at the University of Michigan's field now. That's what I just
They
saw.
still said they're playing at Detroit next week, or week 17 is when they're going to play at University of Michigan. I
Okay.
think. Or where Minnesota or whatever.
And then Vikings got the QB issue where
Brett Favre is out.
Brett Favre's out, Vincent Jackson's out. They got their third string starting, and then they hired a new person to back him up.
Thank God for replacements.
Thank God for
It'd be
replacements.
funny if the replacement's better than Favre. I'm going with the Bears
You're
here.
going to Bears. I'm going to Bears. It's Vikings are. I wish they were better because I like Adrian Peterson, but they're not. Until they get a good quarterback, they're not going to go far.
Well, that's week 15. 2 more weeks till the playoffs. Then we got playoff episodes.
And we got the Super Bowl episode.
We got the Super Bowl episode.
We'll have fangirls, maybe. We'll have a big production.
If you like bikinis, stay tuned.
Yes. Stay tuned.
But not this week's show.
That's in February. So, I'm Richard Reed.
I'm Noel Todd.
And we're signing off. Good day.